You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about the Browns and their quarterback situation. It seems that Kevin Stefanski has walked out there, and they have decided to announce their starter. And we knew that was going to happen. We didn't know exactly when it was going to happen. We knew it was supposed to be prior to their next and final preseason game. And it is who we thought it was. It's Joseph Flacco. That's right. It's Cool Joe. Joe Cool. Yeah, that used to be a camel that smoked cigarettes, by the way, I think. If I remember correctly, I'm that old. Joe the camel? I don't know. Anyway, Camel cigarettes. So he's the starter, and you've got Stephen A. Smith making Dillon Gabriel's remarks about the media. You got Stephen A. Smith up in arms. It's another day out there. And, by the way, we've also got people accusing the Browns of being racist for naming Joe Flacco the starter, which is who I thought any lucid NFL fan realized was going to be the starter. You got Joe Flacco back, and he took you to the playoffs 2 years ago coming off his couch. He was going to be the starter, folks. I mean, look, Kevin Stefanski, there was no way going into a year that he needs all the good faith and wins he can get was going to start one of these two rookies, right? A third-round or fifth-round rookie. He was not going to do it. Look, Jackson Dart looks fan-freaking-tastic. He ain't getting starts over Russell Wilson yet either. All right? He's not. So Joe Flacco is the man. And the first comment down here, and I had to answer it. I did. My bad. I had to answer it. Unbelievable. The racism behind this decision. Stop this, folks. Y'all got to stop doing this with Shedeur Sanders. You do. There's not an NFL team one that wants their backup quarterback to get this much attention. That hurts Sanders. It does. It's just like Tebow and it's just like Kaepernick. Look, backup quarterbacks are to be not seen and not heard. That's a fact. They don't want reporters around their backup quarterback. And that could hurt Sanders down the road. Shaking my head, Shedeur just finished a record-shattering preseason where he dominated the Panthers in one of the best single-game quarterback performances I've ever seen. You gotta be, wow, okay. And guess what? We're starting the white guy. Should have seen this one coming. By the way, this guy's getting obliterated. He's got 26 likes and 69 retorts. I answered. I had to. Scumbag Deshaun Watson got $230 million fully guaranteed with 1 million lawsuits on him. But sure, Haslam's a racist. Oh damn! I just realized I got more likes on that than the dude that's got six and a half times the amount of views on that post. Yeah, that one fell short. I mean, seriously, why in the hell would you believe this is a race issue? The Browns drafted the kid. The team drafted the kid. You know? It's the NFL. Whoever is the better player will eventually win the job and keep it. Period. Whether it's Joe Flacco, Shedeur Sanders, Dillon Gabriel, or heaven forbid, Kenny Pickett. I think they're going to keep 4 quarterbacks. I think that's where we're headed, folks. It's crazy as hell. What's also crazy is this statistic right here. I saw this and was like, I've got to share this with people. Now, my business partner, John Matrix, this might not surprise him. John's been very critical of Patrick Mahomes over the last couple of years, saying, look, he's been a very middle-of-the-road, middle-of-the-league quarterback, and why isn't anybody listening or paying attention? Well, that's because he makes a Super Bowl every year. But this does sort of tell you what Mr. Matrix is talking about. Joe Flacco has 600 more passing yards and 4 more touchdowns than Patrick Mahomes in the last 17 starts. Now, of course, win-loss record and interceptions isn't listed on here, but it is rather eye-opening to see that statistic and go, wow, in two of the most major passing categories for a quarterback, Joe Flacco's better than Patrick Mahomes? Question mark? Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback. But I thought it was interesting. I thought it was worth a look. So, check this out. This is pretty cool. The Browns posted this right here.
Joe Flacco!
Joe Flacco, there he is.
Joe Flacco! Joe Flacco!
What are they in? Are they in golf carts right now? Are those speakers with neon on it? I want to know. If anybody knows, tell me in the comment section. Seriously, what are they in right now? What are they in? I think I don't know. I don't know if it's a golf cart. I don't know what it is. Seriously, there's a Isaiah Bond, by the way. We hadn't even brought up, dude, blonde. Okay. Let's look at this a second. Joe Flacco, Quinshon Judkins, Jerry Jeudy, David Njoku, Harold Fanning, Isaiah Bond. Are the Browns going to be better than we think? Is that competitive? I think there's a world where that's kind of competitive. I do. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, right? Because here's the thing. With Aaron Rodgers with the Steelers, look, I think their offense is going to be competent, but I don't think they're scoring 30 a lot. All right? I don't think they're just going to go out there and just score 30 all over the place. Bengals, they're going to score a lot of points. They can't stop nobody. Joe Flacco may have 5 touchdowns against that Bengals defense. And, of course, the big one, the bully in the room, is the Ravens. I don't know. It's going to get interesting. So, we all remember the Dillon Gabriel thing the other day. Entertainers and competitors. And he come out and everybody at first thought it was a diss at Shedeur. And then it was like, oh, no. He's talking about the sports media. Well, guess who got their little ass hurt by this? Thinking he's so damn important and that ESPN is so damn important. Stephen A. Smith. I mean, really? Stephen A., this is exactly why Black and White Sports has 500,000 subs, over 500,000 subs. About to have 2 channels over 100,000 subscribers. One's got 300,000 plus. The other one is just about to cross over to 100. And this brand new channel, this one's got 8,000. Is because of media D-bags just like this thinking they're righteous and self-important. Talking about Dillon Gabriel because he's offended. Sandra, he's offended. Stephen A. is.
Media people just assuming that Dillon Gabriel was talking about Shedeur Sanders. What was your reaction?
I never believed he was talking about Shedeur Sanders. I totally believed him when he said he was talking about the media. I want to get that out the way first. I don't think he was talking about Shedeur Sanders as well. I think when you heard the comparisons were emanating from the media more so than anybody else. And that's what I think, that's exactly who I think he was directing his comments towards. Having said that, Dillon Gabriel, respectfully, it was stupid. A very dumb comment to make. First of all, let me tell you something right now. In every walk of life, far beyond the parameters of a football field, people are competing. We compete here on television. You compete with radio shows. You compete on Wall Street. You compete on Madison Avenue. Everything, especially in America, as it pertains to a capitalistic society, involves competition. To the victor goes the spoils. There are people that are, Jimmy Johnson said it best. He said, I will be very, very consistent in treating you as inconsistently as possible. Those who produce get treated differently than those who don't. What he said echoes the mentality of all of America practically, and most certainly the world, as we see things being globalized more and more every day. It was a stupid, idiotic, immature comment, because clearly you were feeling the heat because a lot of people was talking about how Shedeur should be QB number 2. But I know he was not talking about Shedeur Sanders. He was talking about the media. Here's the problem. You've now heightened the level of scrutiny coming your way because the media, including myself, heard what you said. So in other words, it's entertainment. It's not competition, really. So when you go out there and you compete like trash, because you will have days when you look like that, we're going to remember those comments. And we're going to remember the shot that you took at the Fourth Estate, which is the media institution. Whether we like to or not, some of us will be kind, like myself, because we don't want to do that to you. Others will be merciless. But in the end, no one will be wrong, because who instigated that fury against you? It would be you. Very, very idiotic and stupid.
Okay, so I guess, and I mean, my goodness, way to make it about yourself somehow, some way. That right here, Stephen A. turning something into drama. I mean, that's what he does. It's hilarious. Self-righteous son of a bitch, seriously. Stephen A. Smith. Oh, and you done went after the media. Who gives a bleep if y'all are offended? I mean, F all of you. If Dillon Gabriel would have got up there and would have been like, I just want to say bleep the media, are you kidding? 75% of America be celebrating his ass right now. If he would have worded it that way, nobody cares if the media gets their little feelings hurt. Oh, well, they're going to take that into account when they scrutinize you. No, y'all would have went after the kid regardless. And you'll go after Shedeur regardless. And you'll go after Joe Flacco, and you'll go after anybody else regardless. It doesn't matter if he got up there and kissed y'all's ass. Y'all wouldn't have shown no mercy over that. So, I mean, and look, Stephen A's the worst. He's a prime example, and he's the worst offender of this. Stephen A thinks he's an entertainer and a celebrity. He literally makes news, and a lot of these jokers in the media do. Let's make it about myself. We're going to remember that. Okay, who gives a shit? Remember it. Write it down. Record it. Play it back to yourself over and over and over again. That's hilarious. Dude's an NFL quarterback. You're a talking head that has lost the trust of everyone. God, self-righteous SOBs. That's unbelievable. We're going to remember that when you have a trash day. Well, y'all have trash days every day. Talk about the Lakers, LeBron, and the Cowboys one more time. I dare you. It's a slow day. Let's talk about Dak's legacy one more time. Hit it. Play the greatest hits. I saw this and just laughed. It was like, who gives a bleep if your little feelings got hurt, Stephen A? Hilarious. By the way, I'm sticking by my final depth chart. Joe, Shedeur, Dillon, Kenny Pickett. Wouldn't shock me if Dillon and Shedeur flipped around. But I'm going with the first choices. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.